I don't consider myself anxious, but lately I've been anxious. I find myself every morning scrolling for an hour with my leg twitching, and these days I just find it harder to do what I have to do. If you ever feel stuck like that, I want to share something that helped me. The solution to this problem was in front of me the whole time. And not only does it help me with anxiety a lot, but it also helps me get my ideas in place and see things a little bit clearer. Oddly enough, what helped me wasn't pushing through. It wasn't productivity. It was just drawing these ugly birds. Hear me out. It happened almost like a coincidence. BetterHelp contacted me about becoming a paid partner in a video. So I started researching ways that drawing can help your mental health. And the day I had to write the script for this video, I couldn't. Leg twitching, doom scrolling, I couldn't start. And I started to think that I didn't want to work on a YouTube video. All I wanted was to draw and listen to something I enjoy and not having to worry about this. And so I did. And I drew these birds, and they are awful. But do you see this bird on the left? Well, I didn't finish it. Because as I started drawing these birds, my leg stopped twitching and I stopped feeling anxious, and the fog I felt in my brain started clearing up. And I wrote everything I just told you. So today I want to walk you through some exercises that help reduce anxiety. You don't need to be an artist, you just need a pen, some paper, and a little bit of time. And you don't have to know how to draw these ugly birds. You don't have to know how to draw at all. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Now I'm going to show you some exercises to calm your anxiety, but as you can imagine, results may vary and they may not be enough. Life is change, and sometimes having to deal with changes and the instability they provide can be a detriment to our mental health. I had moments myself where drawing exercises weren't enough, and no matter what I did, anxiety overwhelmed me. So if you feel like the drawing exercises I'm about to show you in this video are not enough, have you considered therapy? A therapist will listen, ask you questions, and help you see things in a new perspective. They can give you advice and techniques to make positive changes in your lives. BetterHelp is the paid partner of this video, and they are on a mission to make starting therapy easier. Just fill out a questionnaire and you will match with a therapist as soon as possible. If the therapist is not the right fit, you can easily change a therapist anytime at no extra cost. They have over 7,000 reviews and a score of 4.3 on Trustpilot. That means BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Click on the link on the description or go to BetterHelp/HaviCanDraw and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Now, on to the exercises. See, before I mentioned that you don't even need to know how to draw, and that remains true. If you do, that's better. I'll show you why. But if you don't, just doodling is enough. And I'll show you. You can do this anywhere with a notebook or a sketchbook or just some loose piece of paper that you found in your pocket. You don't need to go and get some art supplies. I have my sketchbook here, and what I'm going to do is just draw this curvy line. I'm going to make this line cross itself. It doesn't really matter what final shape you do, as long as you're just happy flowing with it. Now, if you only got a pen and a pencil, you're going to fill these spaces with patterns. As you can see, I'm doing several patterns here, and you can choose whatever one you like in case that you don't come up with any. But as you can see, they're like super simple. They're nothing special. I'm sure you can come up with one. You should also pick something to listen while you do this. A podcast, a radio show, music that you like, the lo-fi girl. Nothing that stresses you too much. Don't do international news or something. Now, this thing I'm making here is called neurographic art. If you Google it, you will find that it somehow links the conscious with the unconscious and helps you calm down and reduce your anxiety. I have no way of knowing if there's any scientific proof to it, so I'm not going to give you a speech about it. But the truth is that it helps. It is no different than the ugly birds that I drew this morning. And it doesn't matter because you're not trying to create a masterpiece anyway. You are trying to bring your anxiety down. Sometimes it is hard to choose what to do, so when in doubt, just doodle this. But sometimes you see a shape through the patterns. You will see something that reminds you of something else, and you will want to draw that something else. Well, do it. Let your mind tell you where it wants to go and go there. This is the clarity that you are looking for. This is how I landed on the ugly birds, to be honest. I was just doodling some shapes, and in one of them, I just saw a bird. And if that doesn't happen, it's okay too. Now, maybe you are enjoying this a little bit too much and you want to do something bigger or maybe with some color. Yes, you can do that. And here I have some art supplies that I borrowed from my daughter. In fact, this is not a page, this is just an old calendar. And I'm going to draw on the other side because this is not about getting fancy, okay? And I paid for these supplies, so no judging, please. But you do the same as before, and now instead of patterns, you get to use colors and you get to play with the size of the line as well. You can also do markers and colors on a sketchbook. There are no rules about this. But just let your mind flow. It is a little bit hard to explain, but you will be focused and distracted at the same time. Your mind will wander. And if you're lucky, you will find what you need to do next. What I needed to do was to write this video, and so I did. I got a bit stuck when I had to write the integration for BetterHelp, but I took 5 minutes to doodle a little bit, and then my mind cleared up, and I just continued. And the nicest benefit of this is that if what you need to do is to draw, this is a really nice warm-up as well. But maybe you want to work on something more concrete as a warm-up, and maybe you're having some trouble coming up with ideas about what to draw. If you do, I have the perfect video for you, and you can watch it right here.